Live from the campus of Washington and Lee University, this is a Channel 18 Rockbridge News Update.
Welcome to today's Rockbridge Report live news update. I'm Parker Butler. Some West Virginia schools have announced they are reopening tomorrow after the legislature passed a 5% pay raise today. Governor and legislators reached the deal after a statewide walkout that shut down schools for 9 days. Union leaders haven't said whether they're calling for an end to the strike. Both the state's House and Senate unanimously approved the pay raise for all state employees, including teachers and school staff. State Senate Finance Committee Chairman Craig Blair said lawmakers will seek to cut state spending by $20 million to pay for the pay raise. This year's midterm elections officially kick off today with the Texas primaries. Democrats are running in all 36 of Texas's congressional districts for the first time in 25 years. And they're showing early signs of unusual competitiveness in the deep red state. Candidates must win more than 50% in their primaries, or the top two finishers will head to a runoff election in 6 weeks. CNN recently moved the Texas Senate race from solid Republican to likely Republican. Tighter gun laws may soon be coming to the Sunshine State. Florida's Senate approved the Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School Public Safety Act today. The act would raise the minimum age to buy a firearm from 18 to 21 and ban bump stocks. The matter now moves to the House. CNN's John Lawrence reports.
On Senate Bill 7026, the Secretary will unlock the board.
Floridians may soon have to be 21 years old before legally buying a gun. That's one of the rules in the bill the state Senate passed Monday. It would also establish a 3-day waiting period for most gun purchases, and it bans bump stocks.
We must be the last families to lose loved ones to mass murder in a school. This time must be different, and we demand action.
The measure passed the Senate by a narrow 20-18 margin and must pass the House before going to Governor Rick Scott's desk. Scott has issues with some parts of the proposal.
I don't believe in arming the teachers.
A spokeswoman for Scott says the governor will review the final bill before making a decision. Meanwhile, family and friends of victims of last month's fatal shooting rampage in Parkland are among those calling for change.
What we want to know here is how we're going to make our kids safe, going to school every day. And not just our kids, all of your kids and all your grandkids.
We're going to set the example in Florida so other states could follow. That's why, to me, it's so important that this bill gets passed. I don't want to stop in Florida. I'm not going to be the parent that stopped. I'm going to be the parent that's going to take it from here to the Pacific Coast.
Florida's legislature ends its session Friday. I'm John Lawrence reporting.
Bill Cosby is in a Pennsylvania court today trying to block a parade of women from testifying against him. The hearing is part of the 80-year-old's retrial for sexual assault charges. Andrea Constant is the only one out of 50 accusers who has a criminal case against Cosby. She alleges that Cosby drugged and assaulted her in 2004. Cosby has pleaded not guilty, says the encounter was consensual. The retrial is slated to begin April 2nd. Washington has become the first state in the country to enact its own net neutrality requirements. Governor Jay Inslee signed a bipartisan bill yesterday that bans internet providers from blocking content or interfering with online traffic.
We've led the world in commercial airlines, we've led the world in software, and today we're leading the world in net neutrality.
The law takes aim at the FCC's December vote to gut Obama-era rules intended to keep internet service providers from speeding or slowing web traffic. The Dow shot up briefly after Korean negotiations showed signs of improvement this morning. South Korea is reporting that North Korea is willing to talk to the United States about surrendering its nuclear arsenal. CNN reports that investors are also encouraged by Republican pushback against President Trump's planned steel and aluminum tariffs. But this wasn't the only news from the Korean Peninsula that rocked Wall Street today. Investors welcomed the gold medal U.S. Olympic women's ice hockey team to the New York Stock Exchange this morning, and Captain Megan Duggan rang the opening bell. The team's 3-2 victory over Canada brought home the first U.S. gold medal in women's hockey in 20 years. That's all for today's Tuesday News Update. Tune in this Thursday at 4:30 for the Rockbridge Report. and visit our website at rockbridgereport.wlu.edu for more of our coverage. For the Rockbridge Report, I'm Parker Butler.